Hello, my name is YDeniseKapraun. I'd like to introduce my audience member. I have audience member number 1, Kelly. Hi. Number 2, hello. Kayla. And audience member number 3, Keegan. Thank you. Thank you, audience. How much do you know about Norman Rockwell? I grew up knowing a little bit because my family really enjoyed his works. According to Biography.com, there are so many different aspects to his illustrations that expanded over many years. He was influential and renowned later, but in the beginning, he chose to do something that a lot of critics did not think was inappropriate in their art field. And so he crossed those boundaries and he decided to introduce his art in his way. It was more a humorous way to portray art in everyday life. His ideal settings would be a perfect world. And during World War I, while he was working at the Saturday Evening Post, it was not an ideal world. So he would use simple scenes to portray life that wasn't in an ideal world. And he loved taking everyday, simple life. And at the age of 14, he decided that he would pursue art. His passion was for art. He loved art, and he enrolled in different schools. At the age of 14, he would take class. He would begin at the New School of Art, continue on to the New Design of Art in New York, and graduate. At 18 years of age, he actually had his first job illustrating for the Boys magazine and stayed there for 4 years. And then after a few years there and his art becoming more known, he got a job working for the Saturday Evening Post and wound up working there for 47 years. His art included Rosie the Riveter, which was at that time during World War I, depiction of women staying home and taking care of their homes and supporting the men while they were away and supporting their families and being that power behind their men at the time. So when they could come home, they were able to keep their house and provide food for their family. And that means a lot to me, being a woman of today, that I can be powerful and support my family and what I want to do. And also he had 4 works of art during World War I that portrayed the freedoms that we have in the United States. We have the freedom of speech that gives everybody the right to free expression. He illustrated the freedom of worship, and we do have that freedom to worship and to go to church. We have the freedom of want, things that we want in our life to make our life easier and better. And then the freedom of fear, and we do have fear, but we also know that he depicted it as that it was okay. And so as he continued to get older, and he illustrated for more than 4,000 copies on the Saturday Evening Post, and his works are spanned across the country in doctors' offices, and it also is a traveling his art traveled around the country during the World War to support the war efforts also. And so Norman Rockwell was such an inspiration to so many people. And I hope that you have enjoyed learning a little bit more or learning about Norman Rockwell. And have a good evening.